people would have known the museum back then as the Raffles Library and Museum, or the Raffles Museum and Library, either way, I think. So that was in 1887. What you see in the building when you enter, that's the original building with the rotunda and with the dome. It's a very recognizable feature. And back then, when you didn't have tall buildings, the museum was actually the tallest building in the area. The National Museum of Singapore started in 1887, and it's the first and only purpose-built museum in Singapore.
Neoclassical architecture is an approach to design that emerged in the late 18th century, initially in France, and then through the rest of Europe. It is based formally and conceptually on the ancient architecture of Rome and Greece. That being said, it has a set of rules that are known and have a long history, and there are three basic rules to neoclassical architecture, or classical architecture in general, which is rules regarding the arrangement of the spaces and of the architecture, rules that give you a defined set of architectural elements. And what I mean by that is what we traditionally know as the orders, which are Doric, Ionic, Corinthian, Tuscan, and Composite. And it also gives you rules about to promote symmetry, which is ideas of how different elements relate to each other. So how do you organize particular features?
The National Museum of Singapore, we are celebrating our 125th year anniversary this year. So when it was first started, it was really a sort of a natural history museum. And over the 125 years to today, obviously the collection has changed a lot. So today, from collection showcasing natural history, today we really have various presentations of history using multimedia and using artifacts.
差不多是1970几年这样了，73、74年这样，到现在30多年了都没有去博物馆那边了，那边还没有什么装修了，那边进去就看到一些那些那些旧时候的那些人图画啦以前他们生活。 在做生意，挑那些东西去卖呀，卖吃的啦，卖这些水呀，那个青草水呀，豆花水这些挑在路边卖呀，这样他有那些图给我们看的。一座那个圆圆的楼梯了，人家说上面不干净，有鬼的不能上去，所以走到那边没有人敢要上去看的。很多人都知道说那边不可以去。
We have several galleries. We have our Singapore History Gallery, which presents the 700 years of Singapore history, told mainly through a storytelling approach and offering different perspectives. But apart from that, we also have the Singapore Living Galleries. And it's through the Singapore Living Galleries that we offer a more thematic approach to Singapore's history. So we look at fashion or food or photography, or film. These are all themes that people will still readily identify with today. These are themes that people can make the connection or make the comparison quite readily. That's what we found to be a more a fresher and a more exciting way of presenting Singapore's history, and these are the galleries that we hope to connect, especially with our younger audiences. We have always been about capturing or representing Singapore. People usually think of the museum as something that's outdated or something that has to do with the past, and definitely we are about that. The past is something that is very, very important to us, and we attempt to present that to the public through objects, through different artifacts. What the museum is about is making the past relevant to us today. So these are not irrelevant, these are not things that have no meaning to us anymore. These are still very, very important things that perhaps shape who we are today. So I think the National Museum is a bridge for the people to appreciate their heritage and to appreciate where they come from.